Hey, what y'all doing out there? What y'all doing out there? What y'all doing out there? Hey, you already know who it is. B Woods with the Power Move '06. Hey, today we're coming on with No L Season 46. This is the second part to No L Season 44. We starting where you finally decided that you're going to start on your financial journey. In the last segment, I left you off where you should have took a sheet of paper and wrote down how much income, how much does it take to run your household by adding all your bills up together, and you focusing on how much income do you truly have coming in. And then once you find out that number, today's segment, we're going to talk about what are we going to do with that extra income that you got coming in after you figure out how much is left after you pay your bills. Think about it. What do you want to invest your hard-earned money in that's going to get you residual income that when you walk away from that job or when you plan to shift gears and do something new in the workforce, step away, what did you invest in? I'm going to give y'all a moment to think about it. Give you a moment because I know you should have been thinking since the last time that we got together on the beginning segment of deciding what you're gonna do with your financial journey when you starting it. I'll give y'all a couple of moments. Man, there's a nice view out here today, man. I'm in my hometown, and I'll tell you right, man, it's awesome memories, man, at this awesome, beautiful park that they have out here in South Carolina. Man, ain't nothing like King Street, South Carolina. Man, they got a lot of beautiful places, hey, and smiling faces. But however, let's get into it. Hey, so today, you should have figured out by now what you want to invest your money in. And I'll tell you, if you don't have an idea of what you want to invest your money in, I will tell you that you need to at least start saving the money and letting the numbers pile up. I don't care if you put it in that savings. I don't care if you be putting that savings, or I don't care if you put it in, something to that magnitude till you figure out where you want to take that money. But I'll give you some ideas. There's a couple of things out there that you could do with that money, and I'll give you some tidbits on it. Some of the things I did along the way. But to speed you up, I can tell you things that can speed you up, to gain a higher residual on the income that you got left over from out of your income on a monthly basis or a weekly basis, however your money comes. So initially what I did was I would take that extra money and I would save it in a savings account. And then I will also go and buy, EE bonds and I bonds to save this type of money. And I'll tell you that doing the EE bonds and the I bonds, it was a good thing because I know that my money was secured in a good way and they mature after 20 years. But however, after a year of having them, you could go and redeem them, but it'll have a little interest on it. But however, that wasn't the maximum way that I could do it. Or once I got a certain amount, or whatnot like that, I could go and buy, $1,000 CD or a CD that they have running a special at some of these, at your local bank or your local credit union for like a 6-month CD or whatever the time limit of CD. That was another way you could save your money. Or if you were more advanced, you probably got off into like a mutual fund or IRA or something to that effect like that. Those were different little avenues that you could use to start to save your money. But I'm here to tell you, it still didn't give me a high rate of return, on the money. But one thing for sure, it was safeguarded, and you still had a time limit before you could touch the money. You knew you had it. But these days in time, you want that money to make the most highest interest rate of residual income that you could possibly make nowadays. I'll tell you this. I ran into this thing called the private reserve account. And with the private reserve account, you can take as little as, once you build your money up, $500 a month, or tail it off of how much you save in a month, And you can save that, and there right now is earning about 8% or better on your money by, starting a private reserve account. And the best thing I like about the private reserve account is this: it doesn't lose at all. You do not lose at all like you would lose in the stock market. It's foolproof. Either that, or once you save up a couple $1,000s or so, hey, you go out and you purchase you an acre of land. Hey, last time I checked, the man above, he's not making no more land. You could take your money and invest in the private reserve account or in some land. But now, if that's too much for you, hey, if some of you, are in the stocks, you can take it and, get invest in stock. But I'll tell you right now, with stocks, stocks are for rich people, and you got to be able to take that risk on that. So stocks is a little risky, but however, in some ways it's worth it, if you know what you're doing. And the best thing I was told by a wise man was never sell. Whatever you do, never sell. This is how you're going to start to build that portfolio, and this is how you're going to start to build that wealth that you've been looking for, that generational wealth, that type of wealth that's the undefining that you've been looking for the whole time in your life to build. Okay? Those are just some of the tidbits on the ways you want to take your money, but you can build up to that progress. You can start off with just the savings bonds, and you can graduate from the savings bonds and go to CDs, and from CDs, you can get into these other mutual funds and IRAs and all this stuff like this. But you want to set up a good goal right now. I don't care if you only able to save $25, $50, and let it multiply up till you be able to buy some of these different products that's going to get you some good residual income off of it. And the main thing is, do not quit. I repeat it again, do not quit once you start the journey, because in the long run, it's going to amount to exactly what you want it to amount to. You're going to want a house one day. You're going to need collateral for that. You're going to buy some of these big toys one day. You're going to need collateral for that. If you haven't started a home-based business yet, you're going to want to start the home-based business. Guess what? You're still going to need a collateral. You're going to need income to be able to start the home-based business. I didn't want to go too far in depth today, but for the second part, that's where I want your mind to be at. To start saving those increments of income that you have left over every time you get paid. Every time you get paid, you want to put that aside. Whether that's 25 or that 50, hey, 25 or 50 or whatever, hey, you go get that. You go get that EE bond, the I bond. You want to graduate from that? Hey, you get into CDs. Graduate from the CDs? Hey, you get into IRA, mutual fund, or whatever. You graduate from that, you don't want to do that? Get into a private reserve account. The private reserve account in real estate, land, is the way to go. I cannot put the hammer on that too much more. All right, I hope that what I told you today is very fulfilling and very refreshing to your journey. Hey, when we come back on part 3, I'm gonna let you into some more things that you're gonna need to do in order for your journey to be almost foolproof, even though it's a roller coaster ride on your journey. So for all y'all that's starting your journey, this is take 2. This is segment 2 of your financial journey. Why not let you start to make your millions today? Shouldn't you? You are your number one asset. Hey, just like I always say before, hey, we are over here with Power Move 06. What we do is we take 2 L's, make the W for the win, and let's build, baby. Hey, till next time, Power Move 06 out. Hey, continue on your financial journey, and I'll see you on the beaches of the world. Always stay positive, surrounded by positive people, positive thoughts, vibes, and circles. And let's build. And I'm out.